Hello, everyone, and welcome to Discipline Daily. I'm Nick,
I'm Calisthenic Kyle.
and we're your hosts. And today we are going over self-talk. And I think self-talk is one of the most important things when it comes to discipline. And also, we'll just be talking about our lives and things going on. So, what's going on, Kyle? How have you been?
I've been doing great, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. Always good.
How was your workout this morning?
Today was my first day back from a deload week. So last week I did a deload. Every like 6 or 7 weeks, I take like a week where I still work out, but I just do like half the weight, half the reps, and like not super heavy, just maybe medium weight. So today was my first day back. So I hit it pretty hard. Not as hard as I normally do because I don't want to be super sore for my next workout, but I'm ramping back up to how I normally work out. How about you? Did you work out today?
Yeah, I worked out today, but today was my 6th day in a row, so it wasn't too crazy. I should have taken today off. Honestly, that's why my workout wasn't too good, but it was all right. I'm glad I did it. I mean, I'm just putting in the reps. I'm trying to work out 7 days a week. Why not? They say you need a rest day. I honestly don't believe that, and I'm starting to believe that they tell you that because they want you to rest, man. So I'm not resting. I got work to do.
In a lot of the books that I read, like on Arnold Schwarzenegger and people like that, they always talk about how the human body can take the amount of work that could put down a horse. But in the fitness community, they tell you, oh, you're going to overtrain, you're going to, not recover. But really, your body can take so much stress and so much damage that you don't even work out hard enough to overtrain. I mean, Michael Phelps swimming 12 hours a day every single day to practice for the Olympics, he might be close to overtraining. But someone who's working out for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour a day, like there's no way you're going to overtrain. You could maybe overreach, and you can maybe get to the point to where you need a break. And I think everybody gets to that point. It's good to take breaks here and there, but overtraining somewhat, I would say, is a myth.
I think so too, man. Like, I think it's even more important to push yourself on that day where you're like, hey, your head's saying, hey, you should take a break. You deserve a break. I think that might be the best day to go in there and hammer yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, because your mind is telling you, I don't want to do this. I'm tired. I don't think I can do it. That's the day you need to just get up and just do it. Just
Yeah,
hammer it.
Yeah, like right now I'm reading David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me. I'm almost done with the book. And man, after reading that book, man,
It fires you up, right?
yeah, you can push a lot further than you think you can.
Yeah.
Most people hit that wall and they'll stop pretty much right away. But once you hit that wall where you're like, hey, you should stop, he says you're about 40% in. So you got another 60% to go.
Have you ever been to the Cove in Carlsbad?
The Cove?
Yeah, like where they paddleboard and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on one of those little like ducks that you pedal like this,
Yeah.
and it goes like super slow? One time, me and Court took her family down there, and we got on one of those little swans, those little pedaling swans, and you're pedaling super hard and super fast, and it goes like maybe a foot a minute, dude. It goes so slow, and we took it so far, and I had to pedal it back by myself, and I'm pedaling it, and my legs are just on fire. Like they're burning so bad, like they hurt. And I'm like, dude, I can't give up. I can't let everybody see me looking like a like a bitch. And so I'm just pedaling, and my legs are burning. But I'm like, I didn't give up, and it was a long way. So it's like maybe if I was like on a stationary bike in my house, or if I was just, no one was around, I might have been like, oh, I'm going to stop doing this. Like, I'm going to give up. But I didn't. And it just goes to show you that you can push past a lot of pain to go even farther. So when you're giving up and you think you're failing, you probably got a lot more in the tank.
But so when you were doing that paddling, so what was your self-talk telling you when you were there? Like,
Oh man, it was like your legs are burning, they hurt so bad. But the only thing is if I don't finish this, I'm not going to get the swan back to the cove where it belongs. So I had to finish it. It's not like I could just say, oh, I don't want to finish it, and I could just give up, because I had to do it.
Dude,
So I'm just pedaling, pedaling. Dude, my legs are on fire, and I wanted to give up so bad.
man, that's how you have to attack a lot of things, man. You need zero options mentality. Just act like you've burnt the boat. You have no choice but to keep attacking.
Yeah.
Way to
That's one
go.
thing I like about working out too. It's like, when you're under a weight and you think, oh, I can't get another one, and you give up, it's like you probably could get another one. Like, keep going and just keep pushing your mind and saying, I can get it, I can get it, I can get it. And just keep on, keep on lifting it until you really can't do it.
That's what I love about lifting weights too, man. It's just the mental games that you could play with yourself the whole time is a blast. That's why you should have fun working out, because it's cool to push yourself and then see what your mind's telling you. Goggins likes to say is he likes to go and deep dive into the darkest parts of his mind. And if you've never gone into the darkest parts of your mind, you don't know what it's like, but you should try and go and see and keep digging and digging. And then when your mind's like, okay, hey, you're done. One more rep. It's like, nope, I'm doing five more. Do
Yep.
five more. And then after that, see what your mind says. And then it's like, hey, you're done, buddy. You're done. No, be like, I got five more. And then your mind's going to start saying, hey, where are you going? You haven't been here before. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah,
And
I
just
think that's one of the greatest things about lifting weights and working out, and even running. I mean, running gets you there if you're getting tired while you're running, but you have to keep going. Just keep telling yourself, no, I'm going to keep going. And that's what I think that's the start of what helps you become like mentally strong.
oh yeah.
And yeah, David Goggins, I mean, he's the man. So it's good to listen to him. It helps you. It pumps you up when you start getting that negative self-talk and you start telling yourself, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. Just push yourself. You just push yourself.
Yeah, man, that's where mental toughness comes into play. And that's why, like, I'm not much of a runner, but I've been starting to get into running because I'm trying to go after mental toughness. So if you are mentally tough, naturally you're going to be a good runner. It's just it goes hand in hand, because you could just keep pushing yourself. You're like, hey, I'm going to run a mile. I'm going to run 2 miles. I'm going to run 3. Okay, you're going to do 6. You're going to go for a half marathon, whatever it is. And you just keep going, man. And that's why I like to do these mentally tough challenges on myself now. And it's a freaking blast, man.
Yeah, I think it really helps you grow, helps your mind grow, it helps you grow, and it helps you in like every part of your life. I mean, if you're at work and you're like, oh, I'm tired, I think, I want to give up, I want to go home. It's like, no, like work another hour, work 2 more hours. It helps you in every aspect of your life. When you feel tired and you don't want to do the dishes, or you don't want to make your bed, or you don't want, it helps you to just be like, no, I'm going to make my bed. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the dishes. I'm going to make sure I pick that up. You take care of things when they need to be taken care of, and you don't put them off until some other time because you're too tired or you're too lazy.
Yeah, bro. Strict with yourself and tolerant with others. It's the best way to do it. You got to be strict with yourself, especially when nobody's looking. That's I would say the most important time, when it's just you. Just you. That's when you got to be the strictest, I think. Most people, they'll cut corners, hey, nobody's looking, so I can cut this corner. No, that's literally when you got to be the strictest, is when nobody's looking.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just one of those things where you build it. It's like, it's not something that you're born with. A lot of people think you're born with it. A lot of people think like some people just have it, some people don't. It's a muscle. It's something you have to work on every single day. You're not born with it. You have to just be aware of what you're doing and then start saying, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do one more rep. I'm going to make sure I get this done and do this.
Yeah,
Force
man.
yourself.
All those are skills, and they're all skills that we can develop over time. But that's what it takes, is time, discipline, and you got to be aware of it, and you got to just keep working at it every single day. So that's what we've been doing, and that's what we're going to continue to do on this podcast. So if you guys like this stuff, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be covering all this personal development stuff, financial, mental toughness, fitness, supplementation, health, all that stuff over time. And it's just going to get better and better.
Yeah. I think another thing too is like not complaining to anyone or yourself,
Oh
not
yeah.
allowing yourself to hear yourself complain, not complaining to anybody else. It just makes you, it starts making you like focus on the things that you don't want to do. Instead of complaining, you just say, I have to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get stronger. The pain won't last. The pain will be, if you're working out and it starts to burn, okay, still keep doing 3 more reps. Okay, it's burning hard. It doesn't matter. Your pain won't last, but the reward you're going to get after you get through that pain, I mean, it's just going to be wonderful.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I used to kind of complain a lot, but the one thing that made me realize that complaining is a total waste of time is you're focusing on what you can't control. But when you focus on what you can control, you'll stop complaining because most complaints you're focusing on something you can't control. Like you're complaining that there's traffic, you can't control it. So why spend any amount of energy on it? And if you just focus on what you can control, you'll eliminate complaining entirely, which will eliminate excuses, and it will give you more energy because you'll be able to focus on stuff that matters, stuff you can control, and stuff you can work on. So that's an easy thing that everybody should be doing. And you don't see a lot of that happening. So
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I think most people don't even notice that they have this voice inside their head that's just constantly talking to you. Every second of every day, it's talking to you. What are these? How many thoughts do they say you have a day? It's like a million, 100,000 thoughts a day or something like that.
that's a
It's
lot.
like this crazy amount of thoughts. And every day, your brain is telling you things, and some people are not even aware of it. They don't even know what their brain's telling them. And
Yeah,
it becomes
man.
a habit. Their thinking and their self-talk becomes a habit, and then they just keep doing the same stuff, even though they're like, why did I do that? Because you're not listening. You're not aware of what your brain is telling you every single day, every single second, or what habits you have. And you need to become aware of it. It's just crazy.
Yeah, man, because it's hard, and you got to work at it daily to become aware of what your mind's telling you, and challenge it and be conscious of what you're telling yourself. And you got to go to war every single day with your mind and battle it. When your mind tells you, "Hey, Kyle, take some time off, sit on the couch. You've earned it."
Yeah.
No, I
You're
get
your, you're your best salesman.
Yeah, that's when I get up and I start doing push-ups, man. You got to show your mind who's boss. And today that's lost because it's just so easy to let your mind just run on cruise control, and it's not good, man. You got to challenge yourself. So,
Yeah, I think I kind of look at it like I have two me's. I have that little voice inside my head. It's almost like that little devil that's like on your shoulder over here. And then you got you, which is like the angel over here. And the devil's constantly in your ear going, "Oh, it's okay. You could take the day off. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to do that other set. It's okay. You don't have to work out today. You've been working out really hard." And you got the angel saying, "No, dude, no, we're going to do this today. We're going to take care of this. We're going to do this." And it's a constant battle between that devil and that angel. And you just got to realize like that devil is not who you are. It's just your brain trying to preserve itself. It wants to be comfortable. It doesn't want to do a bunch of work. It wants to be comfortable. It wants to take it easy, but that's not how you grow. And that's not how you get better.
no, not at all, man. Yeah, it's natural for your brain to seek comfort. So, if you're not seeking discomfort, yeah, you'll be comfortable all the time and you'll never grow. And any amount of discomfort will throw you off your game right away. So, yeah, man.
I think some people even this happens to me all the time is I'll just come home and I'll go into my pantry and maybe I'll have some cookies or some chips or something, and without even thinking about it, I'll just go in and grab some and just start eating them and then eating the cookies, and I'm like, wait a minute, like what the hell, dude? It becomes like a habit almost. It's like you don't even think about it. Your brain is just doing it for you. And you have like people that I think that struggle to lose weight. It's like that's one of their problems is it's just a habit. It's hard for them to just not go into that cabinet and eat those cookies. It's like they're doing it before they even realize they're doing it. So it's
Yeah.
one of those things where you have to change like the wiring in your brain. You have to like almost break that habit of who you are, of the way you think, and start to change it and give it the right habits that you want. It's almost like a software program that you have to go in and change.
It really is.
And it's really hard.
It is. And yeah, they're doing it totally unconsciously. They don't know they're doing it. And the one thing that I've realized that really helps me is when you're going and reaching for those cookies, you got to tell yourself, hey, this is like, a healthy person doesn't do this. They don't eat cookies at this time. And then you want to, the way you can rewire your brain is, you just tell yourself, hey, what would a healthy person do? They wouldn't eat these cookies. They'd reach for water or something else. You don't need these cookies. So when you trick your mind into eating stuff that's healthy for you, that's when you're winning. And that's when you're really going to start making progress.
Yeah. I really like to think of it. I heard this before somewhere, and it's like you got to create this person in your head that you want to be. And you got to really write down and figure out who this person is. And this person is you, but it's the you that has everything you want. It has the house you want. It has the life you want, the body you want. It has the car you want. And you got to figure out, what does this guy do? What things does he do that helps get him here? He never misses a workout. He never eats that cookie. He never eats that pizza. He never takes a day off work. He never sleeps in. And then every day when you wake up, you got to realize that he's up, he's grinding, he's doing the stuff. So when you're telling yourself, this bed is comfortable, this bed is super warm, you got to say, that guy that I want to be, he's up, and he's already ahead of me. He's already read a book. He's already read 20 pages of a book and done his workout, and I'm still in bed. So I got to get up and get going.
Yeah, man. I tweeted that this morning was because I woke up this morning at 5:30, on a Saturday. I was thinking, who does this? But when my alarm went off at 5:30, I thought of the Marcus Aurelius thing is, were you meant to lay in bed and be warm and comfortable? It's like, no. So get up. You got work to do, man.
Yeah, I think it's just hard in our society because just like that swan I was pedaling, like I had no choice. I had to keep pedaling that swan. Back before we had like society and comforts and everything, it was a lot easier to have to do these things. You had to get up at 5 because you had to go get water. You had to go get food. I mean, you couldn't sleep in bed. But now we have all these comforts and all these, it's easy to get food. It's easy to get everything. And it makes it super easy to just be like, oh, I'm not going to wake up. I'm not going to get that stuff done. But yeah, that's why it's, you got to challenge yourself. You just really got to work that self-talk.
Yeah, man. Dude, I've been excited. I've finally started eating a little healthier myself, I'm really excited about, man. My lunches have been chicken, broccoli, and quinoa. And I love them, man. Like, I was thinking to myself, I could literally eat anything I want. And I get most excited about chicken, broccoli, and quinoa. Like, it tastes amazing to me.
You start to crave it.
Oh, I crave it, dude. Because you know why I crave it? Because I know what happens when I eat it. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm excited. Because once I eat it, I start getting stronger. I'm giving my body what it needs, fuel wise, to do what I'm trying to do. So I get excited about that. And when I see a donut or whatever, that doesn't do anything for me. I know what it tastes like. I've had a donut before. I don't need it. And it's not going to get me to where I want to go. So why would you want to eat it? When you think of food like that, yeah, you'll crave healthy things. And I'm so excited about that, man. And also I started supplementing again, which I'm really excited about because I know I haven't been getting in enough protein. So now I'm trying to I'm not trying to, I will stay disciplined to taking my supplements of protein and creatine, man, which I'm super excited about.
Are those the only things you're taking right now?
Protein, creatine, zinc, fish oil, and biotin.
Nice.
What are you taking currently?
Yesterday I just sat down and wrote out all my supplements and how much it was going to cost me. and it's about like $260 a month, pretty much.
Man, that's like on Lumber Kings level, dude.
Well, my protein is super expensive because I get the grass fed, like no preserve. It's like $80 for one tub, and I use like 2 servings a day, so it ends up like becoming a lot. But right now I do a protein scoop in the morning. I work out at 5, so I don't really like to eat before because it's just too early. My stomach's not ready for food. So I'll do a protein scoop, and I'll take a little bit of dextrose with orange juice, just get a little carbs in my body, and then work out. Then after I work out, I do a greens superfood little drink with collagen, and then after that, I take vitamin D3 with K2 and some zinc, and then I actually just started taking Fedosia. I saw that on the Huberman podcast. He was talking about how it helps with hormones. I'm getting to be pretty old now, 35. So trying to do the natural ways of getting my testosterone to stay pretty high. And then at night, I take a magnesium supplement for sleep. So that's about it right now.
Do you think you need the vitamin D3 with the amount of sun that we get on a daily basis?
I think that we do get a lot of sun, but we don't get a lot to our bodies. I mean, we get a lot to our arms, but it's not like, and we're in a truck a lot. So I feel like we don't get as much sun as we think we do.
Have you done a blood test yet?
I haven't done one. I want to do one this year for sure. I want to start doing them at least every 6 months, start doing a blood test.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like a insurance policy. If I'm getting enough with the sun, if I am getting enough with the sun and then I take the supplement, my body will just use what it needs and then probably just piss out the rest. So it's just kind of a little insurance, make sure I have, because vitamin D3 is, I think, one of the most important supplements that we can take, for immunity and stuff. So
I'd agree, dude. I'd agree. You're not taking, did you say you're taking creatine or no?
Yeah, creatine too. I think I forgot that. That's like a staple. I don't come off creatine.
Wow. Dude, that's why I'm so excited, because I have not taken creatine in years. So I'm starting off with 10 grams, and then I'll probably taper down to 6 grams a day. And I'll probably run it for probably 2 months, and then I'll take it off.
Are you eating beef?
Not much.
Okay. See, I eat a lot of beef too, so I probably could get away with not eating or taking creatine, but it's just an insurance policy. I like to take it just to make sure, because there are times where I don't eat, because I eat bison every day. I eat quinoa and bison for lunch. 2 lunches, actually. I do it twice a day. So
good.
It's good, dude. You get the nutrients. It's crazy when you change your diet and you start eating foods that are like whole foods, good foods, how much your body just like wants it and craves it. It doesn't. When I eat a crappy McDonald's or like something, like, let's say we're out and I'm like, oh, let's just get McDonald's, whatever, and I eat that, my body just feels like, oh, just like crap. And it's crazy, dude. It makes your brain work better. It makes everything work better.
What do you think is going on with the whole egg situation? You see all that stuff?
Yeah, dude. It's like super hard to get eggs, man. It's like you gotta be a millionaire to get eggs these days.
Dude, I've been getting so off. The past couple of weeks, I'd go to Trader Joe's and they wouldn't have any eggs. Mm-hmm. Like, I'd show up, no eggs.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I get so mad. And Steph would be with me. She'd kind of have to like calm me down, because I'm like, dude, the main reason I'm at the store is for eggs. Literally, eggs are my favorite food.
Eggs are superfood, dude.
Dude, there's multivitamin. There's everything's in there. It's only 60 calories, 6 grams of protein, and then literally vitamins and minerals galore. So I show up for the eggs. And then I'm telling the dude, I'm going up to the cashier. I'm like, hey, what's going on with the eggs? And the guy seems like, he's like, hey, there's like some chicken virus thing going on.
Oh, yeah, bird flu.
I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, dude, how are you not mad right now, bro? Like, and then I start to think to myself, when have we ever had where you show up to the grocery store and you can't get eggs?
Yeah,
I can never remember, man. So I'm like, there's something weird going on here. This is America. This is the best country in the world. Where's the eggs?
I know. Who knows? I mean, it's probably, I like to put on my conspiracy hat, They probably don't want us to eat eggs because they make all these things like, oh, cholesterol. You're getting high cholesterol. Everybody says that when I show them how much eggs they eat. Oh my God, your cholesterol must be through the roof. It's like, dude, cholesterol is good for you. You need cholesterol. Your body makes cholesterol. Your body, you need it so much, your body makes it for your hormones, for everything. Like they don't want you, they say, oh, high cholesterol, because they don't want you to have good hormones. They want you to be sick. So you go to the store and buy their antacids and buy their Advil and buy their all their stuff. They don't want you to be healthy and eat eggs.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're overweight, then check your cholesterol. If you don't work out and you're sedentary, then okay, make sure your cholesterol is good. But if you work out and you have a active job like we have, and you're eating healthy, you're not eating a bunch of crap, then cholesterol is good for you. You need it.
Exactly. I was just about to say that, like, if you are working out and being active, you can do away with eating a bunch of eggs. But if you're sitting on your butt, not doing much, then it might be a problem. But yeah, I think same thing. Eggs are used for so many different things, baking, all that stuff. And they know that eggs are so good. And oh man, I'm so bummed that eggs are under attack, man, because I mean, I've been going to Costco now and I get the big 60 egg thing.
Yeah, I do that too.
But still, like when you show up now, it says limited 2 per person. I'm like, what is this, man? Like, what's going on? There's something going on. And that's why it bugs me when I go to the store and the guy thinks it's normal. Like, hey, it's just a chicken virus thing. No, man, it's not. There's something going on.
Yeah.
Eggs are under attack, man. We're under attack.
We need to create a conspiracy podcast so we can go over all these conspiracies. Do you know what conspiracies are? It's just the things that haven't come out yet.
Yeah, or it's just the things that
are actually going on.
It's just the opposite of what mainstream media is talking about. But
yeah, it's like water. It's like everybody thinks like, oh, I need to drink so much water a day. I need to have like 1 gallon, 2 gallons of water a day. And it's like, actually, you need to make sure your electrolytes are good. You need to make sure you're getting potassium, magnesium, sodium. I mean, if you're eating healthy, you're not getting enough sodium. If you're eating garbage food like McDonald's and French fries and everything, okay, you're probably getting enough sodium. But if you eat healthy and then you're drinking a ton of water on top of it, you're dehydrating yourself. You are now putting so much water to dilute your electrolytes, and you're pissing out all your electrolytes, and then you're dehydrating yourself. There's actual disease comes from drinking too much water without enough electrolytes in your body. And that's another thing I take as a supplement. Before I work out, I do like 1 gram of sodium just on my tongue and just swallow it down. And dude, that makes, I'm telling you, like if you're somebody who has a hard time like pushing through stuff, if you take that sodium and you get your sodium right, your muscles they can just lift, they can just keep pushing. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about. Was your favorite supplement is salt? It seems like.
I think honestly, salt is the best supplement if you're eating good, because I did the calculations on all my food that I eat, and I think I was getting like 1 gram of sodium a day. But if you work out and you're active and you're in the heat, you could need up to 4 grams a day of sodium. So, I would just, if you are somebody who eats healthy and tracks their stuff, I mean, I would look at your sodium levels and how much you're taking in. And if you're very active, I mean, for women, I'd probably try to get 2 grams. And for men, if you're really active, probably 4 grams.
Damn, that's awesome. So what salt do you use?
I use sea salt, Himalayan sea salt. You can use whatever salt you want pretty much, but just remember that salt is 40% sodium and 60% chloride. So if you take 1 gram of salt, you're only getting 40% of that as sodium. So it's what is that, 400 milligrams of sodium? So you just got to remember that.
Shoot, I need to start taking some salt, man.
Dude, it helps. It helps if you're tired. If you're feeling tired, you might be low on sodium. Try taking sodium. And that's what happened to me at work sometimes. I would be at work just starting to feel tired. Like, man, I'm just getting really tired. My muscles don't feel like I can, like, lifting these boxes. I'm feeling kind of like tired. My muscles hurt. And then I started taking sodium and that all went away. Damn, it's crazy.
Dude, my energy is off the charts. I don't know what's going on, because I'm barely getting any sleep with Stevie, man. I mean, my sleep is totally broken up now. I don't sleep as good as I used to, but man, I got energy for days. I just keep going. I don't understand, but
Sometimes you get to that tired point where you're so tired that you don't even feel tired. You're just, I've been awake for so many hours, I just can't be tired.
that's what it is.
Your body like adapts to it. It's like, screw it, dude. I don't want to sleep.
Yeah, I'm just telling myself, you're not tired. You're not tired. And I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, man. Just, I think for me, meditation helped a lot. I started meditating. I kind of have gotten out of it. I got to bring that back because it really helps you to tune into your thoughts and what's going on, because you sit there and you're okay, don't think about anything. But then all of a sudden these thoughts start to like drift by. You know, if you can really sit there and really focus on what you're thinking about, you can see like, okay, I'm really thinking about this a lot. And you can dive deep into it. Why am I thinking like this? Why am I feeling like this? What's causing this feeling? Like, what things am I doing that's causing these feelings? Like, I used to get kind of grumpy in the morning, and then I would sit there and I was like, why am I always getting grumpy in the morning? Like, I don't understand. So I would sit and meditate on it. And I just realized that I was being just irritated for like no reason. And I could really dive into that and go, okay, like there's no reason for me to be irritated. It's a good morning. And I slowly but surely, I don't get that way anymore. I'm actually super happy in the morning now. So it's just working on that and knowing what this is what's worked for me, knowing what I'm thinking, how I'm thinking, and just trying to recognize it and go, okay, wait, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the opposite. And I think that's what's helped me the most. And I'm still not perfect. Like, I still have times where I'm in bed and I'm like, like I don't want to get up, but I just force myself to get up. It's like, no, there's no other option. You don't have an option.
yeah, zero options mentality, man. Are you still meditating?
No, I kind of got out of that. But I need to bring it back. It's just hard to find the time because I'm trying to do workout in the morning, and then I got to go to work, and then I got to make food, and then I got to come home. But I need to just set up the time. No excuses.
Yeah, just pick the time, pick the place, man, and you should get back on that. And then I was thinking, man, that'd be some really cool stuff for me to journal on, is all that stuff you were just talking about.
And even hypnosis sessions. I used to do these things where I put my headphones in, and they have these hypnosis sessions that you can do on YouTube. You just put them in, and it just puts you into a trance. Like if you're someone who has trouble meditating, that was me. I had a hard time meditating, so I started doing these little hypnosis sessions with this guy on YouTube, and it helped me to get into that super deep, like relaxed state where you're not asleep but you're not awake. And then you're able to, he gives you like affirmations and stuff. So it really helps you to like start thinking that throughout the day.
Yeah, man, the affirmations is what really helps your self-talk. And one thing I've realized, my self-talk's great now. It used to be horrible, but now my self-talk it's all positive. It's like, we can do it. You can do it. Let's go nonstop. Like, I'm like, dude, cool. I'm buddies up there with my self-talk. Like,
wrangle in your bitch voice, dude.
Yeah, my bitch voice is, it's hard to find my bitch voice now.
What if your bitch voice is just another one of your positive voices?
Yeah, in disguise. But man, in what I've realized, in what I'm starting to think is, we all kind of developed horrible self-talk, I think, when we were kids, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it stems from those bullies saying, hey, you're stupid. Hey, the teacher's like, hey, you're stupid, blah, blah, blah. And then you start to tell yourself that over and over, like, hey, they call me stupid. And then your self-talk's like, hey, you're stupid, you're stupid. And when you start telling yourself that enough, it becomes a belief.
You almost hypnotize yourself into that.
Yeah. And the only way to change that is you need to start combating that in a good way. Here's like a tip for somebody that has negative self-talk or not good self-belief or anything like that. I would say for at least 30 days, you should write down every morning positive self-affirmations, like, I'm smart, I can do it, blah, 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 whatever you're trying to do. just write them down and ingrain it into your mind, and then start believing in that, and be like, hey, I'm smart.
Yeah,
I'm
you have
smart.
to believe.
Yeah, man. And people, they've got these negative self-affirmations going constantly in their head. So the self-talk they have is just all bad. Like, and you don't want to use these self-defeating words like I can't. You never want to say I can't.
Yeah, because maybe you fail, but it doesn't mean you can't do it. And there's people that have done things, but they failed a bunch of times before that. So maybe you don't get it right off the bat, but you say, hey, look, I'm going to do this and I can do this. And I may not do it on my first go, but I'm going to do it. And you
Yep.
just believe it. But that comes with time. I think that comes with experience too. It's one of those things where you can't just tell yourself that. You have to almost prove it to yourself. And then you have to, like, by doing hard things and accomplishing it and then failing, but then passing, getting through it, it almost gives you this confidence of when you do tell yourself these positive things, like you believe it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that helped happen to me with waking up and working out. Like I remember being like, oh man, 5 o'clock is super hard. I don't know if I can do it. And I failed a bunch of times. There was times where I didn't wake up. But then I just kept trying until it got to the point to where now I wake up at 5. It's like a normal wake up time. It doesn't even matter. It's like 5 o'clock rolls around. I just get up and get out of bed. It's
That's
not
awesome.
even hard.
That's cool, man. So your self-talk. So how would you rate your self-talk now? Is it pretty good?
It's getting there. I think I still have problems with my self-esteem. I think I have a lot of problems with um, I feel like when I go out in public, I get embarrassed of myself for some reason. And I think that that's the self-talk that I need to work on. I think before it was just like doing the things that I needed to do. But now I've kind of like gotten pretty good at that. But now it's, I need to build up my self-confidence with my self-talk instead of putting myself down and thinking, oh, that's going to be embarrassing if I do that. I have to be like, it doesn't matter. I can do that. It's not embarrassing. I'm me and I like that. So this is what I like and that's what it is. It's like having more confidence in a way. So that's the things that are, I mean, I'm getting better at it, but it's still something I got to work on.
Yeah, at least, dude, I would say 90% of the battle is you know exactly what you need to work on. So it's a great thing, man. A lot of people, they don't know what they need to work on. So that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you have to look at your life and go, okay, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's the things I don't like? And then you have to say, okay, why am I being that way? And then you almost have to be a detective. And then, okay, what thoughts am I saying in my head that's causing me to do that? What like habits do I have that are causing these things to happen? And then you got to become aware of them. And then you have to catch them when you're thinking that way. Catch them when that thought comes in here, catch it and go, no, that's wrong. We're not doing that. I'm the boss. You're not the boss. And you're going to listen to what I say. And then over time, it just becomes, you don't even have to think about it anymore. That just becomes who you are.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, I've read that in so many books and I've started to use it. And it's actually true. Like I'm not perfect and I'm not there yet, but that's what I'm using. And I think it helps.
That's awesome, man.
What about you? What are some things you think you need to work on?
There's a lot. But the main thing right now, I would say listening. Listening is huge, and that's something I've been trying to get better at, because when you listen, you learn. So I love learning. So that's the one thing I need to work on right now. Other than that,
I could use that a little bit. You know, we can all use more listening skills, and not just for words, but for body language and for how people are, the tone people are saying it in, you know.
yeah. So what tell me about that audiobook that you're listening to right now about body language.
Oh yeah, body language. It's crazy. It's the other language that people don't really, you pick up on it, right? Because you kind of have these natural ways of seeing it. But if you don't really look for it and you don't really study it, then you kind of miss on what people are actually trying to tell you. So what would you think would be something that would be a giveaway on your body? Like if someone's lying or something, like what's a tell that you can find? What part of the body do you think would be a tell, the best tell?
I would say their facial expressions.
I think when I first said it, I said eyes. Like eyes are the big tell. Like if you're hiding your eyes or blocking your face or something, like you're lying, you're telling a lie. But it's actually feet. Your feet are the biggest tell of what your emotions are, because throughout life you're told to stop making that face. Oh, you look angry. Put on a better face. So you've learned to hide your emotions in your face, but you never think about your feet. You never think, what are my feet doing? But if you look at someone's feet, you can tell if people have their feet like close to each other, if they're sitting at a table, even if their upper body looks like we're far apart and we're not really vibing, if their feet are close together, it means that they're comfortable with each other, like they like each other. If their feet are pulled back or wrapped around a table, it means that they're kind of hiding, they're kind of uncomfortable. They don't like the situation that they're in. If you're talking to somebody and their feet aren't pointed right at you, they're pointed like to the door or something, it means that their torso is pointed at you, but their feet are this way. It means that they're kind of uncomfortable in the situation. They kind of want to get out and go toward the door and get away.
Dude, that's awesome. I can't wait to start like picking up on that, dude.
I mean, it's cool because you can hear tones too. Like someone could tell you, you could call somebody on the phone and be like, "Hey man, like, you want me to come over?" And he might say like, "Yeah, I guess you can come over. Like, I guess that would be cool." But you got to listen to his voice. He's telling you, "No, I don't want you to come over." Like, it would be kind of weird if you come over, but he doesn't want to be mean and say, "Nah, dude, I don't want you to come over. Actually, it's not a good time." So, I used to be the type of person that would take people out just at what they say. I didn't listen to that. If he said, "Yeah, I guess you can come over," I would be, "Okay, I'll be over there in a minute." Like that's just how I am. I'm very upfront. So I need to work on that. It's something I need to work on.
Cool, man. That's exciting because like I like to play poker, so I want to start learning more about body language because
Yeah, it would help you with poker.
yeah, that's exciting, man. I gotta listen to that audiobook.
It's pretty good.
That's awesome, man.
I think it's called "What Everybody Is Saying"
Dude,
by Joe Navarro. It's a good book.
heck yeah. Dude, that's a good little nugget right there, man.
Yeah, because that's also comes into mindset too. It's like you don't even notice when you're talking to somebody, your self-talk is telling you this is uncomfortable, this is uncomfortable, and your body is literally taking that form. But you're up here and your brain is not even focused on that. So you can see what people's mindset is just by the way they are. If they're hunched over and they have low confidence, because there's a lot of things you can tell.
Dang, that's awesome. That's exciting. That's something we might have to do the next episode on body language, maybe.
Eventually we'll do an episode on that once I read more books on it.
That's awesome, man. Hey, so to recap, what would you think would be the most important thing of having a good relationship with your self-talk?
I think just being aware. I think making sure that you listen to what you're telling yourself every day. And if you figure out that it's negative, start working to change it. Start doing things to help you to get more confidence. You don't just get confidence. You have to do things to get confidence. You have to succeed. You have to fail, then succeed. And that gives you confidence. So just don't be afraid to do stuff and just become aware of what you're thinking. What about you? What do you think?
I would have to agree exactly with what you said, man. Be aware of your self-talk constantly. Most people just go through life totally unconscious. So if you're aware of what you're telling yourself, you're way ahead. So be aware of it. And then if it's bad, you can work on changing it by writing it down every single morning when you wake up. Write down, like whatever it is. I'm strong. I'm a great reader. I'm smart. Write that down in the morning and then write it down before you go to bed and just keep ingraining that into your mind until you totally believe that you are what you're trying to be. And then you'll change your self-talk. And I would say the self-talk it's the foundation of everything. If you have bad self-talk, you're holding yourself back in so many things in life. So you need to change that before you try and change anything else. So I think this was a great episode, man. That's awesome. So
Hey, wait, let's go into let's do a little segment called What's Happening in Social Media These Days with Kyle.
All right. So yeah.
What things have you been hearing on social media you think would be cool to talk about?
All right. So the social media that I follow is Twitter. I only do Twitter. I'll post some stuff on Instagram, but I don't really look at anything. But Twitter to me is awesome. It's news straight from the source, and you follow who you want to follow, what you're interested in, and all that stuff. And then it's great too. I like it too because Nick's not on social media at all, so it's pretty cool to see his perspective on it. But yeah, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Cal St. Kyle. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers this year. That's my goal.
You're gonna do it, dude. You're not gonna try. You're gonna do it.
Yeah, man. I'm already at 1425, so
Nice.
I'm getting closer. But yeah, the main things I follow on Twitter are Tesla because I'm interested in innovation, and what they're doing is just crazy. I follow all that, and then just some political stuff going on. So the main thing with Tesla right now, dude, they reduce their prices in China, but they just reduced their prices in America. Like literally, I think yesterday.
How much?
By a lot. So they can qualify for the EV tax credit. So I think you could get a Model 3 for around 35K, and you could get a Model Y for around 45K, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, do you think that's good or that's bad?
Oh, it's good. Very good. Tesla's main objective is to accelerate the transition to sustainable energy. They want everybody to own these vehicles. So they're just going to continue to keep driving the prices down, and they'll be able to because of how they manufacture. And they're bringing the battery cost way down, and it's just going to continue to come down. And the main thing that makes an EV expensive is the battery. So if you bring down the battery cost, you can bring down the cost of the vehicle, man. I hope that they'll probably get the vehicle down way like to where it'd be a no-brainer to get an EV. So it's good things, man. Good things coming out of Tesla right now. So that's awesome.
No, that's cool. Good thing
Yeah.
we're invested in it.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. So that's going on. And then there's some other like political stuff going on right now, which is pretty crazy. Did you see that they're trying to get rid of the income tax?
No, I didn't see that, but that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if that's like a play because they're it seems like they're trying to be buddy with everyone all of a sudden, which I don't really buy. But yeah, man, if they got rid of the income tax and it'd probably just be only sales tax, it'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, we get taxed on everything in this state. I mean, you're taxed on your money you make, you're taxed on the money you buy stuff with, you're taxed on the house you get, you're taxed on everything. If they could tax the air, they would tax the air.
Yeah. And I honestly, I don't mind paying taxes at all because I want to contribute to this great nation that we live in and we have the ability to live in. I don't mind doing that, but I want our tax dollars going towards good things and being spent right. So
I mean, we get taxed the most, and you look at our roads, and half our roads are just garbage.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, where's this money going?
Yeah, man. And most of our great cities like San Diego, LA, San Francisco, they look like war zones, man. So we need to take care of here first before we can take care of other countries. So we got a lot of work to do. But I think
let's help people get more disciplined so that
and we're going to do what we can do to help people get better too. So by us helping people get better, we're going to make the country better. So I'm excited about it. So if you guys like the stuff we're trying to do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you like the video, and share it with your friends and family.
And leave comments on things like our videos and our podcast to try to give us information and feedback. We like feedback. That's the only way you can grow is by getting the feedback. And also ask us questions to maybe do other topics, other things you want to know about, things that we can learn about, things that you know that maybe we should be looking into. And yeah, so that was a good podcast, Kyle.
Yeah. Great talking with you, buddy.
All right, dude. Well, I'll see you on the next one.
See you, bud.
All right. Have a good day.
Bye.
Adios, amigo.